Has your comic book collection peaked? Hi guys, welcome to Hydra Collectables, where we let our geek flag fly. My name's Luke and I'm your host, and today I'd like to open up the discussion as to whether or not our collections ever truly peak. When it comes to comic book collecting, I have been exceptionally lucky over the last few years. In fact, looking back on my success within this hobby, I can safely say that 2019 was likely my highest point. In fact, it was at this time that I actually owned multiple grails that most would actually kill for. This included, but was not limited to, multiple Spiderman keys, Ultimate Fallout 4, of which I had 2 copies, Edge of Spider-Verse 2, Thor 337, Silver Surfer 3, Silver Surfer 4, Tomb of Dracula 10, Ghost Rider 1, Fantastic Four 48, Fantastic Four 49, Fantastic Four 50, and Fantastic Four 52. As well as this, I also had Hulk 180, Hulk 181, X-Men 94, and finally Giant Size X-Men, along with many others, all of which I have since now sold. Now, to be fair, most of the profits from these went on completing my Amazing Spider-Man collection, but some also went towards keeping the family afloat during the pandemic and lockdowns, a choice that I made that I will never regret. After all, family comes first. Either way, I have pretty much owned, or still own, everything that I have ever wanted to within this hobby, and it's a really strange place to be. Do I regret selling some of these books? Well, that's probably a video for another week, but for the most part, no. No, I don't really have any regrets. So the next question is there still more for me to seek out? Is there more for me to gain? Well, kind of. My goal has always been to own a full run of Amazing Spider-Man, and minus issue number 1, I am there. I am currently the proud owner of everything from Volume 1, Issue number 2, 1963, all the way through to present day. In fact, I got this month's latest issue from my local comic book store through the post today. But of course, despite this, there are other books that I would like to one day own, ones that I have never had in my personal collection before. These include, but are not limited to, Amazing Fantasy 15, Incredible Hulk, and finally Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 1. So again, I asked the question, has my collecting peaked? Well, no, not really, not for me at least. Although I can now see a light at the end of the tunnel, I can see somewhere that I'm heading, somewhere where I will actually be content and happy. Will this mean that I stop collecting altogether when I achieve these goals? No, not at all. It just means that I will simply become a consumer, a reader as it were, and at that point not a grail hunter. So what about you? Has your collection peaked? How many grails do you have on your list? Let me know down in the comment section below, as I always like hearing from other collectors. If you enjoyed this video and it gave you food for thought, why not hit that like button? It really goes a long way to telling the YouTube algorithm that we are here. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd like to encourage you to do so. After all, I am still below that 1,000 mark when it comes to subscribers. If you want to see more content based upon comic collecting, you can check out this playlist right up here. And until next time, I'll see you in another life. Take care.